In today's video, we're diving deep into Cain Dingle's emotional roller coaster in Emmerdale. And trust me, you won't want to miss this. If you're a fan of intense character moments and unexpected twists, this episode is a game changer. Spoilers ahead, so buckle up. Cain's world was turned upside down just a few weeks ago when a doctor confirmed a painful truth. He has prostate cancer. Initially, Cain kept the devastating news to himself, struggling to process the shock. But like any person who tries to keep things buried, Cain's anger bubbled over. He lashed out, pushing people away, and in his own way, tried to cope with the uncertainty of his future. Now, Cain's granddaughter, Sarah, she's no fool. She knew something was off with her granddad. She didn't need to be told. Her instincts told her that Cain was hiding something big. And Sarah wasn't the only one who knew. Liam Kavanagh, Cain's best mate, had also been let in on the secret. But what makes this situation even more complicated? Cain didn't share the news with Moira, his wife. He was keeping this life-altering secret from her, and that's something that's bound to catch up with him. But here's where it gets even more interesting. We knew Cain had stolen Joe Tate's DeLorean, and it seemed like a perfect way to distract himself from his problems. That's classic Cain, isn't it? Always looking for trouble. He and Sarah hid the car in a barn, just to mess with Joe. But of course, that didn't sit well with Joe. He told Graham, his right-hand man, that they needed to get the car back, but also they needed to destroy Cain's life in revenge. And that's exactly what Graham tried to do. Graham, the ever-scheming troublemaker, broke into Cain's house and found something he wasn't expecting. A letter confirming Cain's diagnosis. Talk about crossing a line. Graham, being Graham, couldn't just stop there. He wanted to confront Cain about his secret. And in true Emmerdale fashion, that confrontation was anything but smooth. Cain, exhausted and on edge, found himself at the mercy of Graham, who knocked him to the ground. But instead of finishing him off, Graham shared something that shook Cain to his core. He told Cain about his father's journey with prostate cancer, how it was diagnosed too late, and how he watched him waste away slowly. The fear on Cain's face was undeniable. He may be tough as nails, but this news hit him like a ton of bricks. Yet Cain wasn't going to show any weakness, especially not in front of Graham. He ran off to the pub to bury those emotions, but Graham didn't let him off that easily. In the pub, Cain was trying to drink away his fear, but Graham followed him in. Graham, the guy who has no problem being on the wrong side of the law, actually advised Cain to get his priorities straight. "Focus on Moira. Focus on your health," he said. And you know what? For a moment, it felt like Graham was actually looking out for Cain. He warned him that Joe and Kim Tate wouldn't stop until they got what they wanted, and that he should think about quitting the fight before it ruined him. But here's the twist. Graham, who is often seen as a loyal soldier to the Tates, proved once again that he's not always on their side. In a surprising act of kindness, Graham shook Cain's hand and promised to keep his diagnosis a secret. Of course, Kim Tate witnessed the exchange, and you can already feel the wheels turning in her mind. She's suspicious, and for good reason. Now, let's break this down. What does Graham want here? Is he genuinely trying to help Cain, or is he playing a deeper game? His actions leave us with more questions than answers. He's constantly walking that fine line, and you can't help but wonder, does he have a hidden agenda? We know Graham isn't one to play by the rules, and this could be the beginning of something bigger. Cain's emotional struggle is real, and you can feel his fear, his anger, and his desperation in every scene. But it's his relationship with Graham that's most fascinating. We're seeing sides of both characters that we haven't seen before, and it leaves us wondering, are they on the same team, or is this just another power play in the making? This episode proves that Emmerdale is not just about drama and betrayal. It's about real human emotions. Cain's fight against cancer is one thing, but the battle within himself is far more complex. Stay tuned, because the tension between Cain, Graham, and the Tates is far from over. What do you think? Is Graham truly helping Cain, or does he have an ulterior motive? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Emmerdale analysis. And as always, stay tuned for the next big twist.